Literally, this phone is right in front of my face, bro. It's kind of hard to like draw things. Like I feel like I'm drawing everything over here. So let's start off with our line of action. Get a head going. We gotta remember that I can always change this stuff. This is not just set in stone. Six, 7.5. Do our 3 movable masses, which is the head, the torso, and the pelvis.
When we first arrived at St. Jude, it was just...
What does Shepherd wear, huh? Let's see. How's this gonna be going down? Kinda hard to film it like that, huh? No. Well, I guess let's just do full character size, huh? Just make it easier on me.
From Maybelline, New York, Instant Eraser, our Do-It-All Concealer. Conceal? Correct.
aside, I bet you hate your pillow, and this is why. They might be as fluffy as a cloud, but they just don't support your head. So you double up on pillows. You fold them in half.
I don't like that. Oh well, let's just try and go for it, I guess. Yeah, we got an art stream going. Trying to keep it on. I'm keeping it on a roll. I think I've done an art stream for the past most of the streams lately. We're just trying to keep it on a roll here. Trying a shepherd-ish character this time. Foam rolling. Oh, that's good, man. Yeah, foam rolling is very good. Lately, I've actually been drawing standing up. That's actually the crazy thing. I'm actually drawing standing up at the moment. I think it's been helping my back out. I actually don't really know yet. I'm just doing an experiment. I kind of feel a little bit more alert when I draw standing up. I'm gonna draw a lion. And I do need to pull up some reference for a lion. I don't know how to draw lions just straight up. Most of this was improvisation, basically everything on here. But with animals, that is where I gotta get reference. Now I think the big one is I always have trouble, like, how big is a lion compared to a person? It's kind of where I'm like... Let's actually pull some reference up on that. I think that's like one of the biggest parts of the reference, is since we have this proportional grid out, we can, you know, you could put a bike in there, you could put a lion, you could put whatever you want really in there, but I think it'd be cool to have like a nature, like shepherd. He has like a shepherd sling, right? Like a nature, like shepherd, like, I mean, almost on the realms of like druidic. Let's look it up. How big is a lion compared to a person? How big is a lion compared to a person? Just looking here. Oh, see that's a good. This is a good reference right here. Look at this. 5 foot 6. So it's about what to the right here. How tall it would be. A little bigger. Alright. Dude, that lion is huge. Look at that thing. Oh my goodness, that thing's almost like up here. Bro, lions are huge, dude. What in the world? It's like, it's so weird because, oh my god, look at that thing. Dude, that thing is crazy, bro. That thing's like freaking as tall as him. It's like up here. But I do want to put a little verse up in here, so I'm going to maybe make it about that tall. The other thing is, you know, people shouldn't be afraid to use reference, but the big one, I think, is using the proportion. And then when you learn how to do the figure drawing, you can in some sense, you could just morph references together. If you just know how things are constructed. The construction is the most important part, right? Let's do a line of action. I have drawn lines in the past, it's just I haven't drawn enough lines to the point where I can do them from memorization like I can with a figure. I feel like that just does not work out. I totally just messed this entire drawing up. I should have pushed it back in the background. And that's the other thing about these pencils, I can't really erase this. Darn. Maybe I can erase it, but it's going to be hard to. Animals are my downfall right up in here, man. See, I can't erase it. That's kind of the one thing about using these pencils is it's just like, I like using the ones where I can't erase it, but it's also, this is now the problem of when I can't erase it. Could do it a different color, yeah. You know, screw it, we're just gonna draw a bike. Oh, fudge, man. I just rushed it too much. And that's the problem when you start rushing things. That's okay. I think I'm just gonna keep it simple. We'll just do a bike. We're changing the plot now. Oh my goodness. A bike is... See, I can draw bikes, I just have trouble drawing animals. Animals are hard, I'm gonna be really honest. I need, like, legit, like, I was, like, just trying to, like, wing it. And I'm like, you know what? I should have just gathered a bunch of reference before I did that.
Better designed to make more profit when it comes to printing on demand.
And that
Now, you can make
is
growth
where I
quality
messed up.
designs without any
Wow. Peaceful music. You like the lion? I don't like the lion. I just, there's just some that I just know that I'm just gonna get frustrated with. I'm gonna just stop while I'm ahead so I don't get frustrated. That's just how I am. Now I have been doing the same angle for this bike, but I don't even care. I'm just drawing anything at this point. We're just drawing. See, now this one I don't need reference. I can just, you know, just have fun, and maybe I'm gonna have to do some like studies on like lions and stuff like that. Okay, let's see if we can draw this. Now this is the cool thing about like getting into like drawing and getting into the Bible studies and then getting into the bike riding is we can just morph it all into you know, something which is I think is really interesting. And I think it's a little harder for me to do that if I were like doing a video game stream, right? Like how could I morph like a video game in terms of like doing a bike ride? I don't know, right? It's like, I don't know, that's what I'm thinking at the moment, but I think this is bigger than 20 inches, honestly. It is. And I've been rushing this way too much. Oh well. We're just having fun. It's not like this is like completely serious. We're just trying to have some fun. There's actually that Bob Ross quote. What's that Bob Ross quote? Like, failure is... He says something about failure. I forgot what it was. What he said. It was like, if you're not failing, you're not... man, I forgot what it was. Bob Ross does have something like that. There was a BMX bike at Goodwill for $35. Oh, gnarly. Yeah, sometimes people like throw out like good bikes. Actually, I mean, generally, I could go through how I try and draw the bikes. Generally, how I've been drawing BMX bikes is in terms of like how I learned it was that I would look at the shin bone, which I kind of messed up right here because this is actually the bottom of his knee right there. It should have actually been a little bit smaller, but I'll take this measurement of this leg. With these lines right here, you know, think about a circle, and then generally like BMX bikes are about 3 wheels big. So if I can kind of understand it's 3 wheels big, and also kind of thrown into perspective a little bit, and kind of just build the bike on top of it. Yeah, just for the tires. That'd be cool. Yeah, sometimes it's just good to just like experiment with like parts. And the cool thing about I think the other big strength about the BMX bike is that you can throw it in a car and it'll fit in a car very easily. Dude, this is hilarious. We have I've actually drawn some like this as previously, but this is a shepherd BMX rider. Like, he is out there in the fields, man. Like, he's like, it's not just like he's just shepherding a flock. He's literally like trying to shepherd people out there, man. He out there in the streets, man. Let's put like a straight cable on this one. Which one's the back? I think this is the back brake. Yeah, this is the back brake. I always like just drawing bikes. I mean, I guess maybe I could just do the line in the background, honestly. Get the front brake cable. Put the leaves on here just like that. I mean, maybe I could like do the line in the back, honestly. Oh, screw it. Maybe that might actually get. Oh, wait. Would that make sense? I feel like I can maybe just put a random like lion head right there. Put them in action. Action poses are hard. Now that's the other thing about action poses. I'm definitely that's actually kind of my weak points. If you kind of noticed a lot of the characters I do, I kind of just do like these still characters, you know? Definitely a weakness of mine. I think it's because I don't really like plan out my drawings that much. I kind of just like, you can't tell, I kind of just do a general like layout and then I'll just build everything out of it, around it. I always like just doing the floating Bible too. It's like, it's just such a good way to just throw it in there, you know? Just very simply. I mean, I just like, it's just so easy to draw, you know? And it's just such an easy way to just kind of like promote God. And you're like, okay, well, how can we promote God in this? Well, you could put a little Bible right here, just a little floating Bible. Now, actually, I did get a critique from somebody. They said, because I used to put like the cross on the back and not on the front, and then and then someone said that, I was like, oh man, I didn't think about that really, because I would just like put the cross right there. But then somebody was just like, well, why are you putting the cross right there? Isn't that the back of the book? Like, aren't crosses generally in the front of the book? And I was like, huh, you actually make a good point. And then I always like just doing the floating book. This is like the iconic thing I like just doing. The floating book into the seat of faith. Just always just fun to... Do-do-do, do-do-do. This guy's running 2 peg in the front. He's running a straight cable too. I guess we'll just draw like a random floating lion head. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Why did I do that line in the back? I guess I'll just put a Bible verse right there. Sorry, lion. I totally messed up the lion, Jeebus. I feel, oh well. See, that's the thing. That's how these drawings go, man. Sometimes, you know, you just can't, nothing's perfect, you know. It's kind of like you get to see the mistake and... Put a little, like he patched his, like, cloak up or something. Makes me think of Dali's Madonna. I actually don't think I've probably seen that painting. I just haven't, it's not coming to mind at the moment. And what we could do is maybe we, instead of doing a lion, maybe we could do like a squirrel on the shoulder or something. Something like small. Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. Like maybe like a something right here. Let's make sure I got that edge right there. Little fat squirrel. Oh, I think squirrels might be one of my favorite animals. Man of multiple talents. Though I get burnt out of the drawing a lot. That's the problem. I was actually on a roll when I actually got hurt. I was doing a lot of drawing streams, but the thing is, I just got totally burnt out of doing these drawings. That it's just brutal. But I was actually on a roll. Like I was actually doing a bunch of drawing. I mean, I have them with me right now, but like we were on a roll doing them. You had a squirrel in college, huh? Gosh, that squirrel looks weird. Man, it's kind of weird drawing standing up because normally I'm like used to like drawing with like moving this around a lot. That's probably why it's messing me up. I'm drawing like all sorts of stuff, moving around. I've been like totally stationary. That's kind of That's a big squirrel, man. What in the world? Did I start with Stickman? I actually started with, yeah, in some sense I kind of did start with Stickman. If you go on my art Instagram and if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can kind of see where I started. I experimented a lot with drawing. Let's look at some Bible verses and this. I think we might do Matthew 13:24. I'm gonna write this one. Oops. Put another parable for them, saying the kingdom of heaven may be compared to a man who's a good seed in his field. We'll seed. Maybe he's student seeds into the field. Okay, let's see here. And I need to get a piece of paper because I'm going to smear all this. How do you start at drawing and how to improve? Honestly, how I was taught is that you draw basically everything that you think looks cool. And the thing is you want to build up your visual vocabulary, right? Just as our vocabulary with words is, we have a vocabulary with words, we also have a visual vocabulary. And in order to build this visual vocabulary up, you have to study things. And I honestly studied Bridgman's drawing because of Frank Frazetta. Frank Frazetta studied, there was this artist named Frank Frazetta, and he studied Bridgman. And so I studied Bridgman as well because I was very influenced by Frazetta. He put another variable before them. Saying the kingdom of heaven may compared to a man who sowed good seed in his field. That's Matthew 13:24. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat. Let me finish this. Okay, let's see. Let me look at the chat. Oh, can you draw Arthur from RDR2? What is RDR2? I actually don't know what that. RDR2. Fortunately, I don't know what that is. Oh wait, is that Red Dead Redemption 2? I'm gonna be real, I've actually never played that game. I've seen some of my friends play that game, but I personally have not played that game. I know what I could do right here. We could do like a how would I do that? Oh yeah, we could do like a oh, that's what we could do. We could do a little perspective drawing right here. 4 hours and 10 minutes in. Oh well. I kind of want to ink it out, but we might just leave it as it's drawing. I need to just get warmed up again. We're starting to get warmed up again. I'm gonna put a little Easter egg right here. How do I make that little? Oh, goodness, the pencil bag got dropped. Oh yeah, bye. Put a little Easter egg right here, I guess. Cool bike. A little Easter egg of cultivation. Can't even tell what that is, honestly, or well. Darn, that thing looks weird. The shepherd's girl. Honestly, I wish I could grow a beard. if I could grow a gnarly beard, I would. And like armor. I don't know if like he's wearing like armor or just. How do I indicate that that's armor? I mean, I guess we could put like a little bit of like chainmail. I don't know. He's got like kind of like a homeless like armored out kind of look. That's kind of what I've been digging lately, trying to like kind of get that homeless vibe, you know? Like homeless, but like he's like kind of like a noble homeless man. That's just gnarly. He just lives anywhere. Like, how crazy would it be if your pastor was just homeless? Dude, how crazy would it be if you had a pastor that was just like, all right, I'm going to sell everything I have. I'm just going to live out on the streets. That would be amazing, dude. I mean, in some cases, is that kind of what the Lord Jesus Christ did? Like, yeah, his deltoid's definitely, he's definitely got the V-taper going down. I'm just trying to acknowledge God in all my ways, man. We're gonna mix the Lord into the BMX, into the drawing, into everything, dude. Just like Proverbs 3, was it 3, 5 through 6? I think that's what it is. Acknowledge God in all your ways and He will direct your paths, or something like that. It's like really funkified up in there. Straight up, man, my dude Daniel and his father, they like gave up everything and just like, it's gnarly, huh? I kind of felt like that when I was living out in my car in Long Beach. It was really crazy, man. I honestly miss it. It was such a mysterious time in my life. Honestly, that's kind of how I started learning how to draw like this, was out there. If I hadn't have went on that weird journey, I would have never learned how to draw like this. Oops. Cultivation Shepherd. Like this, I guess I kind of like messed that up. Man, it's kind of hard. I can't like get the whole thing on here. Oh, there we go. Like this whole thing doesn't almost fit on here. Oh well. I kind of don't. It's like hard. It's gonna be hard to like take a picture of that. I guess I'll put a signature right up in here. Oh, I don't like that signature at all. I don't like that signature at all. I'm gonna redo that. Man, it's actually weird. I'm drawing like straight up, because normally like when I'm sitting down, you know, I'm like moving the paper around. Like it's really weird actually just drawing like totally just like straight. Let's see if we get a good thumbnail now. Maybe we could do it like that. Have the BMX clip right here. Moved from San Diego to Orange County, was homeless preaching for, wow, interesting. Now, do you remember whose staff started budding? I started drawing these stabs with like it growing things. Cultivating growth. I love that name, dude. I know some people have some negative connotations to the word cult, but if you look at the word cult, there is so much lore behind that word, man. And actually stems from cultivation. If you look at the Latin root word of the word cult, it actually means to grow. Now, the whole ironic thing about it is, you know, when people use that word cult, what's actually the whole ironic thing about it is that the Romans and the Jewish leaders at the time used to call the very early Christians a cult because it was growing in the empire. And I just can't, it's just so ironic to me. I'm like, wow, that's so funny. But also, like, the word cult goes into like cultivation, agriculture, you know, horticulture, you know, even difficult, even the word culture, you know, culture stems from the word cult. Like, it's actually very funny. There's a lot of lore behind it. Now, I guess the whole thing is there are bad cults and there are good cults, right? I guess depending on how you look at it. Grow where you were planted, yeah. Got a little field up in here. Anyway, everybody, and generally this is when I would ink it out, but if I were to ink it out, it'd probably be another 2 hours. And this is when I get really frustrated, is when I start inking it out. But we actually did used to do this on the streams. I used to literally do one drawings in one sitting and then just ink the entire thing out. And actually, I forgot segment right here. Forgot a pedal over here. And this hand's a little janky. Anyway, everybody. Now, see, the thing is I kind of, man, lately I've been kind of wanting to, like, if I get the Ethernet cable, all I need to do is literally go to Walmart, get the Ethernet cable, and I can play WoW on my computer. The thing is, well, stream WoW. I can play WoW already, I just can't stream WoW. But the thing is that, I'm almost kind of, like, landlocking myself. I feel like I shouldn't get the Ethernet cable because I feel like if I start playing WoW or video games and stuff, it's going to make me not want to draw. And the thing is if I landlock myself right now and just not get the Ethernet cable, it's literally forcing me to draw. I mean, I guess not forcing me to draw, but so I'm like really telling myself, don't get the Ethernet cable, don't get the Ethernet cable, because I feel like I'll be more productive drawing. Looks great. Got a Bible memorization dude who would love this. I mean, I guess that's the other thing is it's not specifically like I looked at this verse and I was like, okay, I'm going to draw this, right? Generally what I'll do is I'll draw a character and then like you can literally like add in, right? Like you can add in this or this and then just add in a verse, right? Because I mean like the bike really doesn't like go in with all this stuff, but that's the cool thing about God's word, is that you can kind of just add a little thing. You know, you could literally, I bet you could draw a character that doesn't even look like anything has to do with it. You draw a floating Bible and a little seed right there, and you could just put that verse up in there. Jamie, what tips would you give me on moving out from my parents' house for the first time? I would look up Elijah Long, honestly. He would probably give you better tips than I ever could. When I moved out, I basically just lived in my car. Actually, no, the first time I worked at Woodward, but they provided me with house and board at Woodward, so yeah, look up Elijah Long. I'm actually going to type his name in the chat. Elisha Long. If you type that name in on YouTube, he's actually Elijah Long. It sounds kind of crazy, but Elijah Long is actually one of the big influencers of me getting to start making these videos, because he has an early video where he was just like, man, I'm just gonna make videos every single day. I don't care if I mess up. I don't care if people think I'm stupid, they think I'm just crazy. He was just like, I'm just gonna just make these videos. And then like he did that, and he did like 1,000 of them, dude. And it's so interesting seeing the level of kind of like speechcraft that he started learning. But he has some videos on that about moving out and stuff like that. He has a lot of stuff about a lot of topics. Now, I don't agree with Elijah Long on everything. And he has changed his stances. That's the other weird thing. If you look up Elijah Long, he actually changed his stances a lot on like since his first video, right? But I think he has a lot of good golden gems and golden nuggets of great wisdom and encouragement. He's also a believer. And I honestly wish I could do it like he does, because instead of me, because you know how I just do these Bible studies and stuff like that, he's able to not really do a Bible study, but he's able to just talk and then just bring up a verse. And I think that is a great skill to have. And I'm kind of bad at that. Because it's kind of easy for me to just do a Bible study, but what he's doing, it seems a little more challenging, or actually a lot more challenging. Anyway, guys, let me see if I could have like a thumbnail where I have like the pencil. There we go. That will be the thumbnail for the day. Anyway, everybody, I hope you guys have a good one. Remember to just try your best and have fun, and honestly, if we give glory to the Lord, that's, I guess, what matters most, right? So even if we mess up and stuff, God is glorified in our weaknesses, right? And when we are weak, then we are strong. And yeah, let's just keep going. Let's keep leveling up. Peace out, everybody. I hope you guys have a good one. I'm out of here. Peace out, guys. This concludes the awkward episode of these Bible study devotional BMX drawing streams. Adios, everybody. Adios. Farewell.